this one, the other one will be on personnel matters. But
The mayor. I've heard a little bit about the mayor.
There's nobody in the hall.
Recording in progress.
Yeah, we came out of executive session. No action was taken during executive session, and now is there a motion regarding 25 LAC 01?
Yes, Mr. Chairman. I move to find that there is no reason to believe that respondent has committed or is about to commit a violation of the code. Therefore, pursuant to KRS 6.686 sub 1 sub D sub 3, the complaint in case 25 LEC 01 should be dismissed.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Any discussion? Appearing to be none. All those who favor the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, no. The ayes have it, and it is so ordered. We're gonna go into the staff report, and this hopefully won't take too long, and then we got one more executive session here. Lori,
Thanks.
you wanna lead off?
Hey, so I've provided the September financial report in the board book for your review. The data in this is provided to us from the state accounting system. And as of right now, we are within budget parameters from year to date. So I'm here if you have any questions. The commission will need to approve this.
Okay.
So moved.
We have a motion to approve. Is there a second?
Colin,
Motion to approve in a second.
okay.
Any questions? Appearing to be none. All those who favor the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, no. The ayes have it, and it is so ordered. Danita. And you take your time, because this is it takes a little time to tell the story.
Okay, so forms were due a few weeks ago for the 5/1 to 8/31 reporting period. Those are done. All have been filed. We do not have any outstanding forms. So we've been provided, onto another note, we've been provided a new opportunity. If you all are not aware, the commission has re-registration this year, meaning all employers and lobbyists have to re-register with our office. What that means for staff is that 3,000 to 3,500 forms are going to be coming in that we have to enter by hand. Along with those forms, registration fees have to be paid. It's $250 per employer for these fees. What we have to do with that, they can either send in a check with the forms that we have to process, or they can pay by credit card. Typically, this is a guess, 750 to 800 of those are credit card fees. And what we do with those, they fill out a sheet of paper, they scan it, and send it to us along with their forms. We've been informed that that is not a very trusted way to do that. So Kentucky Interactive, also known as Tyler Technology, has offered to help us put an online payment method so that employers that we issue an ID number to, once they're registered, can get into this payment system, just put in their employer ID, and it pre-fills all their information using our database information. Then they would go through the steps of filing their own credit card. It would then send me or Lori a receipt that we would put with their forms. We would no longer be handling the credit card information. Normally we shred it once we run the credit card, but this puts it back into their hands and we wouldn't have access to their credit cards anymore. It's a safer way to do it. Now, with that being said, there is a $6,000 fee for us to have this program. It would be for 1 year, and then after that, we're hoping LRC has our new database online filing system up and running, and then Tyler Technology or Kentucky Interactive, whatever they're called now, would offer the credit card online system as part of that program for free the rest of the time we use it. So it would be a one-time fee that we would use. And again, this would be on our website. I don't know, I didn't tell you this yesterday, but I have contacted the LRC computer staff to make sure I wasn't missing anything and letting them know and if they had any input, because they also service our computers and they are a technology team. So they are comfortable with us using that and have no problems with it as long as there's some security attached to the online process, which we have verified yesterday afternoon, late at 4:30, they would have that security in place so that nobody could get any private information of the employers, which what they would access even if they had the employer ID would be their name, address, phone number, anything that's on the lobbyist list anyway. Nothing private would be available to be stolen by hackers or anything like that. So we are good to use the system, but I'm coming to you all to see if you all would approve us to have this one-time purchase, allowing us to let the employers run their own credit cards. What that would do for staff, Lori and I right now have a 7 to 8 step process per credit card, and it takes forever. We just have stacks that we just sit and enter credit cards for hours, print them all out, put them with the forms. That would take off 7 or 8 steps times the 750 to 800 cards we enter. We would have one step, we'd print the email.
It would also eliminate people faxing us and emailing us credit card numbers and things which, I mean, we shred and delete, but it's still an extra security step in there that we get to avoid.
Yeah.
We're gonna move the acceptance of the proposed contract with Tyler to provide credit card services for a period of 1 year.
Okay.
Is there a second?
I have a question. I have a question.
I have a question.
Okay, sure.
Do we charge, do they charge the user a fee, or is that free for the employer to use that service?
So it's $250 per company that have to register, and then there's a credit card fee of 2.95% that's on top of the $250, and it tells the person that's running the credit card. It would be about a $7.31 fee that the credit card, the purchaser would pay out of pocket. Now, they've also, something we don't have access to right now, are offering a way for people to do an e-check. We don't have that option now, and it's a $2 charge, but it's on the user, not us. So we lose nothing out of the $250 we receive per employer. There's an additional fee, and there's no fee for the credit card person on top of the credit card fee, which is a 2.95%.
Okay.
I will tell you, multiplying it out, there's 950 employers. After 24 companies use this service, 24 companies would pay for this system. That would equal the 6,000. So we would still be bringing in the other 936 people
Yeah.
paying the fee.
Yeah, it looks like it's less than, if the $6,000 would be a little bit less than 3%, about 2.5% of
Yeah.
the.
Well, my thing is I've had to request a copy of a title for my son, and that is something that I would normally be able to get for free, but they sent me through a processor. Then I had to spend $39 to get something that I should have gotten for free. So we're just charging the credit card fee and no other
Right.
transactional fees or anything like that.
Right.
Right. And
That's fine.
I don't mean to confuse things. So if we didn't do this system and we did the 7 to 8 step process, they still get charged the 2.9. So
Yeah, okay.
what this is we pay a one-time fee to eliminate the 7 to 8 step process on 700 or so credit card charges, and we stop people from giving us copies of their credit card information in-house.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we've never had a problem,
No.
but I think that was the most alarming thing when we would talk to people. They're like, you need to get away from receiving that information.
Yeah.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes, ma'am. Go ahead.
all the questions about the procurement laws and so on for entering this contract, you've answered them and you're satisfied that it's all good under the procurement laws?
Well, the commission is usually able to make these purchases, I think, in the past, just by a vote of the commission. I don't know that it's a procurement process with that. This is currently the system that we do business with, and they accept that fee. Speaking to LRC, this is actually who's in development with our new system that we hope to have up next year. It's just we're just purchasing a one-time, basically software portal to receive the payments. So I think would be appropriate.
Yeah, the current system we use now, that we do the 7 to 8 steps, is the same company. They're just putting it on our website for people to use.
I think $6,000 is below the de minimis amount.
Okay, that's really the answer I was
Okay.
looking for. Just
Very
wanted to make
good.
sure.
Perfect.
Thank you, Mr.
Okay,
Lilly.
any other questions? Appearing to be none, all those who favor the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, no. The ayes have it, and it is so ordered. Stephen, informal opinions.
The, as usual, the informal opinions we've given are included in your materials. Look over those at your leisure, and if you have questions, we can discuss those at meetings. We just remember that's in closed session.
They're confidential, remember.
They're confidential. Just some other news, things that we've been doing, and wanted to point out, I was able to give a presentation to the UK Martin School. They have a government class, and it was very good. Got to do it by Zoom from my house, so that was nice, but it was very good program. They actually bring in, I believe, executive branch ethics and legislative ethics. They try to get everybody they can to come in, and so that was a good experience, and they've already asked us to come back and do one next year. I mentioned to the chair earlier, and we've talked about calendars today, the regular session calendar is now out. We can email it to you, but it's when the General Assembly will be in, starting January 6th is a Tuesday. Our meetings during session typically shift maybe to a Monday, because even though they meet almost every day, it looks like, they don't come until the afternoon. So the meetings will be most likely on a Monday in the morning, and then we can get out of here before it's all the legislators are in. And then, as you remember,
Before all hell breaks loose.
yes. And then one last thing, we did have your recommendations that went to LRC regarding possible things to look at in the statutes for changes. We did get word that LRC, the commission, they did receive that as a communication item in their last meeting, and the staff for that recommended it go to state government committee. That doesn't necessarily mean that our proposals will be considered by that committee, but it's just keeping you up to date on that. And if we hear anything about that, we'll let you know then.
Okay. We have a personnel matter that we need to discuss in closed session. So is there a pursuant to KRS 61A10 sub 1 sub F, I need a motion for the commission to go into executive session to discuss personnel matters.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Any discussion? Appearing to be none. All those in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. The ayes have it, and it is so ordered.